What's up? So I got my camera very precariously balanced, so let's hope it doesn't fall off. But I just wanted to talk about selling today and how you should never cold sell someone. So you should never just try and get someone to buy a product without them knowing anything else. So what most people do, and this is a big kind of mistake that I've made in the past, is to try and just sell stuff from no kind of background. So you just go, here's my thing, do you want to buy it? Here's my thing, do you want to buy it? And it's kind of like when you're on a night out and you're trying to meet a girl or a guy for that matter, and instead of putting in the time to talk to them, getting to know them, maybe going on some dates, which might build into a great relationship, it's like going on a night out, getting wasted, and then just saying to girls, do you want to sleep with me? Do you want to sleep with me? Or to guys, I'm up for it, do you want to sleep with me? Now, as a girl to a guy, that's a little bit of a different story, because a lot of guys would say yes, because guys are kind of sleazy like that. But the point is, cold selling, cold calling doesn't really work very well. You'll scare most people off, and you'll spend a whole load of time trying to speak to people who are not actually interested in what you want. Like when you speak to girls on a night out, or guys on a night out, they might be in a relationship. They might already have someone, and therefore they're not going to be interested in getting with you, hooking up with you, and going back with you, or even getting in a relationship with you. So what you want to do is you first want to kind of clarify whether the person's a good prospect or not, rather than just going for everybody and kind of spraying, like kind of if you have a machine gun in a computer game or in real life and you're trying to just shoot everyone by spraying everywhere. What you really want to do is target the right person with kind of laser-like focus or precision, or like a sniper rifle, and just go headshot, headshots. You pick out your target, which in terms of business and marketing is the right type of person to sell to. So in our case with Train It Gain, you're going to pick out a woman who's 30 to 45. There's a load of other things they like to do, places that they like to shop, the problems they struggle with. You work out all these things, and then you target that person specifically and nobody else. And that way, you understand them, you can communicate that you understand them, and your product is all tailored to them, rather than being this vague, wishy-washy thing, which in my experience, if you try and appeal to everyone, you appeal to no one. So that's kind of the first step. Don't cold call or cold sell. And a better way is to generate leads. So leads are just people you can sell to by positioning yourself as an authority, or giving something in return for them, kind of showing interest in your product. So what we like to do is give away a free training program in return for them kind of giving us their email address. So that's one way to do it. Another way is you position yourself as an authority. So you can create like a great article that explains a concept a lot of people struggle with. So in the diet industry, this could be like why a lot of people struggle to lose weight even though they're exercising 6 or 7 times a week, or why actually counting calories is the fastest way to get results. So something like this, put forward a great piece of content, and people read it and then go, oh, I want to learn more from this person because I kind of understand, they're entertaining, and they kind of know what they're talking about. So that positions you as an authority by putting the stuff out there. It could be anything, could be podcasts, could be YouTube videos, could be great Instagram posts, could be Facebook ads, something that positions you as an authority. And generally then what works best is you let them find you. So you can pay for ads to let them find you because they feel like they're finding you. But whereas the other approach is to kind of hunt people down and like message people on social media saying, would you like to buy my thing? Or to find people in the street if you're selling in person and say, I've got this thing, would you like to buy it? Most people, if you're like me, I don't really like to be sold to like that. You know, when you're like going to the supermarket and someone says, do you want Sky Broadband? And kind of forces this upon you, or someone tries to stop you in the street, you're just like, no, 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 no. Even if it's something you might have wanted, just like, leave me alone. I don't like this kind of thing. So this sleazy kind of selling doesn't work. What you want to do is put stuff out there that people can find. So maybe they'll Google search for it, maybe a Facebook ad will show them it, maybe a promoted post or even an organic post. And people find, connect with, know, like, and trust you, and then they will sign up to your email list or whatever you offer them at the bottom of that article or at the end of the video. Something where you can kind of get their email address or phone number or something so that you can contact them and say, here's some more information, here's some more cool stuff I'm giving away, and then eventually they might buy your product. So it's kind of a bit like dating. It's a slower process. You can't just go straight in for the kill from the beginning because it's unlikely to work very well. So that's kind of how it works. That's the best way to actually find prospects that will actually convert, rather than spending hours and hours speaking to people or trying to find people or spray shooting rather than sniper rifle targeting the right people. And then one last thing I wanted to share is a great idea I read today in the book 80/20 Sales and Marketing by Perry Marshall. Highly recommend that book if you're starting a business. But one thing you can do that really positions yourself as an authority, and I want to do this a lot more, done it a tiny bit, but I want to do it tons more now in the future, is to speak to people who run publications, run online blogs, run companies which have blogs online, and offer to write stuff or create stuff for them for free. So it's effort on my part, it's no effort on their part, and they have great content they can put out. I'll create stuff for them for free, they put it out there, and then what we can do is we can then say, in that product that we give for free, if you want more, come to our website or whatever. And that qualifies us as a huge authority, or you as a huge authority, because you come across as someone who's affiliated with this newspaper, and you're must be a big name if you're getting in this newspaper, or big online blog, or big supplement company blog, something like this. People are going to read that, and automatically, subconsciously, they're going to think this person must be an expert. And quite often the people who are writing these things are not experts necessarily. They know their stuff probably, but they're just a person who's taken this opportunity, and people just perceive this stuff as being an expert. And when they do that, they go, this person must be an expert, and plus the content they gave me is really good. I'm going to go and find more. I'm going to look them up, or I'm going to go into their blog. So it's a kind of slow process. You can't just rush it through. And what we used to do is trying to just force sales by posting loads on social media and saying, stop wishing, start doing. Here's a link to our product, buy. And we would generate sales, but we'd have to post 40, 50, some days 100 times a day on social media. Had no chance to actually grow the business, had no life. And ultimately, there was a very kind of low cap of like £1,500, £2,000 a month we could make, which after you like subtract all the costs of running a business, you don't really have much money to pay each other salaries, especially when you have two people. So that model has a limit because there's only so much you can post on social media before you saturate that limit. I mean, you can obviously grow more and stuff like this, but it's about, that's kind of forcing stuff on people, and they don't generally like it. So think about who you're targeting, think about how you're going to laser focus and target them, how you're going to position yourself as an authority so people then think, this person knows their stuff and I'm going to find more about them, so that then when they hear about your product, they're kind of ready to buy because they're like, I know this person's genuine, I know this person knows their stuff, I know they're very genuine, like offering lots of value. Even for free they offered loads of value, so imagine how much value they're going to offer me when I buy, and that is going to make you a lot more successful in the long run. So be in it for the long run, don't try and make a quick buck, and you'll be really successful. That's all I got for you today.